'Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around.
There is no quick fix when trying to shake an addiction. It's an arduous process that can last a lifetime, requiring unbelievable commitment and incredible will.
Today, in the second part of her series, Christy Malthouse visits David Morris as he battles the addiction that has dominated his life.
Last week we met David Morris.
First smoked marijuana, 13.
He had just arrived to start a rehabilitation program to rid himself of the substances that have controlled his life for the past 23 years. Today he marks a significant day in his journey. It's 30 days since David checked into rehab.
Congratulations to
Thank
you
very much,
on
Christy.
achieving that. You must feel... How do you feel about that?
I was sort of counting the days down a bit, you know, last week, but then I went, oh, that's silly. And you want to get into a space where where you're living in the moment.
Right.
Yeah, it feels good.
It's a day which is marked and celebrated, but Program Director at the Raymond Hayter Clinic, Richard Smith, says it's important to see it as a first step.
We make a big thing out of it. They get a key tag and, you know, we cheer them and they get up and they share about their first 30 days. It's a big thing, but it's the beginning, you know, it's only the beginning.
The initial period deals purely with the symptoms of withdrawal, with week 1 spent heavily medicated to help the body deal with its cravings.
First week I was pretty sloppy, and my memory wasn't so great, short-term memory, which is, as you know, a common thing with alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol's far worse from my experience as far as mental faculties go. Alcohol withdrawals actually, you can die, people die from it, whereas as awful as heroin withdrawal is, you feel like you're dying, but you're not.
Cleansing the body is perhaps the easiest part of the process. Work on the mind and being able to manage the hunger for a hit is a long, torturous, potentially never-ending process. The residential program in a remote country location involves physical activities such as maintaining the property, exercise programs, attending group meetings and working with counsellors.
When I first came up, like in the first week, I was in that sort of 7-day period of detox.
Right.
Funnily enough, I was drying out, but it was a period of inspiration for me.
A lot of staff at the clinic can speak with authority. They have gone through similar programs and battled demons of their own.
You know, I started drinking alcohol when I was 11. Fairly soon thereafter, started smoking cannabis. When I was about 15, first tried speed, and at 16 got onto ecstasy. Spent a long time dabbling with hallucinogenics. So LSD and the like. I really went off the handle then, got into the cocaine, as well as the cannabis and the alcohol and all the other stuff.
At the age of 17, Steve acknowledged he had an addiction.
You know, I'd stopped playing sports, I'd stopped doing the extra stuff, you know, that had given me enjoyment. And, you know, it sort of occurred to me that it had taken over my life. It was now my persona. You know, it's what I was known for at school. It's what everyone associated with me whenever they thought my name.
After a few more years of drug taking and petty crime, it took a drunken high-speed car accident, which landed him in emergency, to make Steve realise the time had come to seek help. He spent time in the Raymond Hayter Clinic as a client, but now manages the program, helping others.
You know, for a long time, I took from those around me and I took from society in general. And for me, you know, working in this field is about giving back. You know, I've been there now and I want to help others do it as well.
For David, that help has allowed him to see the future with more clarity and the reassurance that recovery is possible. Music has been a constant through David's life and it's providing him with hope and support now as he works through his rehabilitation.
Yeah, I've written about 3 songs.
Yep.
But the lyrics are sort of still kind of a little bit...
To do with your experiences?
Yeah, one of them's about recovery.
And while the years of substance abuse are still evident, the skills and tunes are starting to come back.
But do you think these surroundings help?
Yes, it's sort of conducive to recovery.
Yeah.
You don't have distractions, you certainly don't have temptation.
In this controlled environment where support is at hand, it's relatively easy to stay clean. But how hard will it be for David when he returns home? For people who have come through rehabilitation programs, the challenges they face are at their greatest when they begin to live their lives again.
But the philosophy here is one day at a time. And at this early stage, David lets the future look after itself.
I haven't really thought consciously about tomorrow. But yeah,
Just
but
today.
tomorrow I'll be in the present again.
Yep.
That's what I was saying. Don't worry about the future too much.
Yep.
Pretty great of those people to agree to come on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk about those problems. And we should point out too, if you're battling addiction or you know someone who needs help, jump onto our website. There are some contact details there for programs to help addicts. We'll be back in a moment.